We stand on the brink of Armageddon, diseases for which we have no cure. Fundamentalist states who call for our destruction, nuclear powers over which we have no control. And even if we navigate these dangerous waters, we face other, even more inevitable threats.
It's possible that our current global industrial civilization may be the last major civilization on Earth, or at least the last technologically advanced civilization. The reason for this is because we have extracted all the low-hanging fruit when it comes to vital resources such as fossil fuels, metals, minerals, and other material resources required to build and operate modern technology. So if civilization were to collapse, it would be difficult to restart a new one because of the lack of resources that can be easily exploited using low-tech methods. Back in the beginning of civilization, and even before that when humans lived in hunter-gatherer tribes, many of these resources were relatively easy to extract. For example, people could mine copper and iron ore using hand tools without digging too deeply into the ground. During the Industrial Revolution, oil and coal resources were also very easy to access. Nowadays, reaching new deposits of various natural resources is getting more difficult as the surface level resources have been thoroughly exploited. We require the use of big advanced fossil fuel powered machines to dig deeper and deeper into the earth and even underneath the ocean floor. Our industrial civilization is also highly dependent on global supply chains to deliver natural resources and products, including those massive machines that mine resources from one end of the planet to the other. If access to this supply network were to be significantly disrupted by something like global war, economic depression, or increasing amounts of natural disasters due to climate change, then society could begin to falter and eventually collapse. We are seeing some signs of this in Russia, which is under heavy economic sanctions and drone attacks. For example, they are having to cannibalize some passenger airplanes for spare parts to repair other airplanes because they cannot get access to these resources from the global market. So if our global industrial civilization were to collapse and we lose access to all that it provides, then we would initially have to scavenge the remains of industrial civilization for resources to perform more simple tasks like building homes and farming food. However, eventually, after some decades or centuries, these resources too would begin to dwindle, and we would have to go back to the Neolithic age when humans used stone tools instead of metals, because those would be the only readily available resources and materials at that time. We'd be back to where we started thousands of years ago. Is it possible to avoid this scenario? I think to avoid such a fate, at least temporarily, we would have to invent something crazy like fusion power, better space rocket engines, and expand into the solar system to harvest resources from asteroids, the moon, and other planets than Earth. But with exponential growth, assuming our technologies advance rapidly, our resource consumption could grow out of control, and we would deplete the solar system as well after some time. Then we'd have to go to other star systems to expand further. That said, I am not sure anybody is really in control of our civilization. It's possible that humans haven't really evolved, only technology has, and as a collective we are just reacting to the environment and pursuing our primitive monkey brain goals in more complex ways than other animals, and of course using big shiny toys in the process. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video. Okay, thanks, bye.